brothers, we got to talk. We have to undoubtedly talk today. And what I've realized is that the problem is there's a kid in you. There's a kid in you that doesn't really know how to act like a grown-up. To be honest, what the hell does that even mean? You've been a kid for a long ass time. Everything you know about the world started as a kid. You were seeing you had the eyes of a kid, viewing the world. Your brain's growing, and all of a sudden, you gotta grow up and start acting like you know what the hell you're talking about. But you have no idea, right? Like, you can fake it pretty good. You can learn some stuff. You can develop a skill. But to be honest, we're all just a bunch of kids with some bigger bodies. So that's where the problem arises, because I think that if you're trying to portray to the world, or if the image you're portraying to the world is different than how you feel on the inside, there's going to be a mismatch. There's going to be a misalignment with who you are and how you feel. I think this is going to make you nervous. I think this might make you feel more anxiety and fear than you really need to have. Because if you can just relax and align those two things, the inside with the image you're portraying to the outside world, what do you have to worry about? Like, what do you have to worry about? You're free. You're free. And we all want to be free. And so how do we be free? Well, losing all hope is freedom. Losing this hope, that one day I can be, be this and that. You can. You don't need all this hope. You don't need all this projection into the future. All of this. Maybe if she sees me like this, maybe if that employer said, dude, you don't need all this hope. You just need to show up. It says in the Bible, Jesus told us, he said, the truth shall set you free. Why does it set you free? Because when you lie, you're imprisoned. When you start lying, even little white lies, even with the energy that you have now, with the image you're portraying to the world, when it's mismatched on who you are on the inside, when you start lying, you stop being able to realize when you're lying. So you really just become a bundle of lies. Losing all hope is freedom. If you're dealing with this cognitive dissonance, this sort of, you want to feel whole again, maybe you just need to start there. I mean that too, bro. I mean that, like, because I am someone who has done plenty of overthinking in my life, and it's almost always there's a mismatch on how I am on the inside and who I am trying to act like. And what I'm saying with this little video is that you don't need to act anymore. You just need to be, and you need to live your life. There ain't nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with any of you. But let's be honest. If you are lying all the time, then in order to escape the fact that there's a misalignment in your life, you're going to become lost in the sauce. You're going to become a degenerate. You're going to live unrighteously because you know you're a rat. That's what sucks, is when the fact dawns upon you that, holy shit, I'm a rat. And so rats are afraid of the light. The freaking sun comes out, and what happens? The rats start scurrying, dude. Freaking scurrying around. because rats hate the light. But the light will set you free. And so if you really want to just put your foot down and say, I'm done being a little rat. I'm done feeling different. Feeling like an outcast. Feeling like I have autism. Feeling like a victim. Well then, stop running from the light, my guy. Seriously. You just say enough's enough. No more lies. Quit sucking up to people. It's the guys that are unsure how women perceive them that become the simps. It's the guys that are unsure if people will like them that become the nice guys. Because they're too worried about the wrong things. They don't know themselves. You gotta kind of get to know yourself. Really, that's what it all is. You know yourself. You're alerted when you lie. You know when you lie. You realize, I don't need to lie. I am who I am. I can be who I am. And that's okay. And that's okay. And the world can judge you. The world can hate you. It don't matter. You're here for a reason. You just get up, put your boots on, and live your life. But live in the freedom and with the presence. Not with the chaos and the doubt in the back of your head and this overthinking. Live free and in alignment. And when you are like this, you'll notice that more people want to be around you. Because that presence is something that is lacking in the world. And I think this really came on too with the influx of social media. Because now, it used to be like you were a kid who grew up, that got a job, and that did something. Like you kind of knew your place on this earth. But now what you do isn't as important about the image that you portray. And so many young people are sort of stuck in this conundrum. It's a sort of pickle of how do I act? How do I play this game of being perceived? And I'm telling you, you don't act. Leave the acting for the Hollywood stars. You don't need to act. Okay, you take care of yourself. You become a little wiser, but you're always going to be a little dumb. Hate to break it to you. You become a little stronger, but you're always going to be weaker than someone on steroids. You do what you can, okay? And you keep going. And stop acting. And that's where you're going to find some peace. How interesting. What a thought. How fascinating. Imagine if all the shit that you have to go through in life is just kind of life trying to get you to a point where it's like, listen, you idiot. You don't have to be fake. You do not have to be a douchebag. You don't got to be mean to other people. You don't have to have all this fear, and it's like it's always been trying to show you this, but we constantly run from it with distraction, with noise, that we never really get to know ourselves and relax. So maybe you look at it like that. Maybe life, maybe God is just kind of preparing you to figure that out, just like one day it's gonna dawn upon you, Bubby. Stop the worrying, stop the lie, stop lying to yourself, stop being hateful and filled with shame to yourself. I mean, what a shitty way to live, There's nothing wrong with you, and we don't need to judge so harshly. So if you want peace, there you go. Step into that peace. Step into that realization. It's right there waiting for you.